A six-man tag team war, a battle of the factions, as we've got the Embassy, represented by Alex Shelley, Jimmy Rave, and Abyss being added to the mix, accompanied to the ring by Prince Nana to take on Generation Next, Aries and Roderick Strong. And as their partner here tonight, Matt Sydal, big opportunity for him here in this matchup, where if Matt Sydal can earn the victory with his teammates here tonight, he will earn an official spot in Generation Next. And of course, they're accompanied to the ring by the lovely Daisy Hayes.
Along with her beautiful flower at ringside.
Yes.
Jimmy Rave and Roderick Strong going to start things off here. The Embassy against Generation Next. Six-man tag team action here. Jimmy Rave.
Of course, the tension between Generation Next and the Embassy began when it was Aries turning down an offer for Prince Nana at Escape from New York, basically insulting Nana and infuriating him, and it has just escalated ever since. Alex Shelley joined the Embassy. Jimmy Rave was the first man in the locker room to actually accept Alex Shelley's apology, when he tried to repent for his sins when Generation Next wreaked havoc on ROH for the better part of the past year.
Nana going all out in his quest to destroy Generation Next, enlisting the help of, look at the size of Abyss in the corner. He's just huge.
Very intimidating force, especially in a matchup like this with a lot of smaller wrestlers involved.
Gotta wonder if Generation Next and Matt Sydal are going to have an answer for the power of Abyss in this matchup. Roderick Strong going for a chop. Jimmy Rave using the quickness to get out of the way, but he's caught coming back in.
And quickly tags out, and in comes Alex Shelley.
Arm drag right out of his boots almost there by Roderick Strong. Former friends going at it here. Quite a history between all of these men. Shelley trying to make his way to the corner for a tag, but Strong dragging him in and tags in the former world champ, Aries. Double team maneuver here. Shelley off the ropes. Nice clothesline out of the waistlock there. Hooks the leg. Referee down. Only a 1 count.
And some good teamwork right there from Generation Next. And the size of Abyss, the best strategy on the part of Generation Next and Matt Sydal would be to use their speed and quickness to take out the potential Abyss being inside the ring with any of them.
Another strategy they might want to employ is just keep him on the apron.
You'll notice that Jade Chung is not in the corner of the Embassy, as Prince Nana sent her to Ghana to clean every bathroom at his palaces.
Oh my!
And basically said that the fans of the Midwest were not they weren't worthy of feasting their eyes on someone like Jade Chung. So she's not here this weekend. Nice elbow off the ropes from Aries.
2 count, Todd Sinclair right there. Aries able to hook that leg, get a 2 count on Alex Shelley. Hard forearm shot by Aries. Chop to the chest. Shelley fires back with a knee to the midsection.
Alex Shelley has made no secret that he didn't sell out to join the Embassy. He bought in. And now it's Aries bringing himself back in the ring. Twisting body press.
Only a 1 count. Quebrado once again hooks the leg, and again only a 1 count.
What is this about, eh? Come on, left one.
Prince Nana getting a little frustrated at ringside.
Already on the case of Todd Sinclair is Nana.
Shelley down to one knee trying to block this suplex attempt. Goes after that arm into the Border City stretch.
For a submission early on here against Aries. I don't think he had him weakened enough to go for that, and Aries able to escape.
And it looks like he's got that fish hook. Referee needs to break that. That is not legal here in a Ring of Honor.
Todd Sinclair tied up in the corner momentarily by Jimmy Rave, finally able to break the hold.
Glancing with the Finley roll. Tags in Matt Sydal.
What an opportunity for Matt Sydal here.
What elevation on that cannonball leg drop.
Big match here in the career of Matt Sydal as he looks to join Generation Next, but he has to win. Actually, they have to win this matchup for that to happen. Hard right hand from Shelley. And drives him down to the mat with a belly to back.
Matt Sydal, especially on shows here in the Midwest, has really been impressing, but what can he do with a guy like Abyss?
Look at the size of this monster. That's exactly what he has to do. Stick and move. Stay away from the big man, because if he gets his hands on him, Matt Sydal is in all sorts of trouble here.
Kicking away at the legs, trying to chop this big tree down.
That chop had absolutely no effect. Matt Sydal elevated up in the lights by Abyss. Charges into the corner, nobody holds.
Saved himself right there. Nice drop kick from Aries. Forearm from Roderick.
Sydal elevated.
And connects with the kick. All three men going to work on Abyss. Big sunset flip. Can he take him over? No, Abyss holding his ground. The sheer power of Abyss demonstrated right there as Jimmy Rave tagged in.
Matt Sydal hanging on to the hips, trying to get him over, and Abyss is still able to catch the other member of Generation Next and just drop Austin Aries right across the chest of Matt Sydal.
Double team work right here as Jimmy Rave drops Sydal to the canvas, but Roderick Strong in to break it up.
Jimmy Rave not the legal man. Todd Sinclair refusing to even count.
Sydal last time here in Dayton in a one-on-one contest against Jimmy Rave put in a very strong showing. And these fans have certainly been appreciative of his style of wrestling. Great aerial ability shown by Matt Sydal.
Roderick Strong able to get in the ring and break it up. Save Matt Sydal here. Todd Sinclair forcing Roderick Strong out, but they're going to drag Sydal into their corner. And he is in the wrong part of town now as Jimmy Rave tags in.
Stomping away at the midsection. Frequent tags on the side of the embassy. As Rave, very methodical, backs him into the corner. Measures him for that punch. Some of the best punches you're going to see from Jimmy Rave.
Another hard right hand on Sydal in the corner. Another quick tag to Alex Shelley.
Double team work here by the embassy as Sydal son of the buckle.
Sydal elevates Rave up and over.
And the leg driven across the chest and down to the canvas. And drop kicks Jimmy Rave as he went for something off the top. Makes the tag. In comes Aries.
Ducks a double clothesline, drives a forearm into Abyss on the apron, knocks him to the floor. Austin Aries is going to work here on all three members of the embassy.
Power drive elbow.
Hooks the leg. Only a one count. Shelley kicks out.
You see Prince Nana hopping up on the apron. Thought maybe that his team was in jeopardy right there. As now Abyss from the floor, trying to pull Aries to the floor, and a little bit of an assist from Alex Shelley. And now it's Austin Aries being driven right to the edge of the ring by the monster Abyss. And into the barricade.
Jimmy Rave had Todd Sinclair tied up in the corner, allowing Abyss from the outside.
Abyss just pulling Aries up and again sends him into the barricade. The monster going to work on the former ROH World Champion. Pitches him back inside the ring, right back into Alex Shelley.
Wax covered by Shelley. He wanted a quicker count from Todd Sinclair. He failed to hook the leg, instead just opting to drive the forearm across the bridge of the nose of Aries.
Looking to tie him up. Alex Shelley, a great technician, one of the best in the game. Shelley spent the better part of a year apologizing for his actions in 2004 as the leader of Generation Next. No one would accept his apology, but now it's the embassy that have accepted him. And there's no telling what diabolical schemes Shelley will come up with now, especially with someone like Prince Nana at his side.
No telling indeed, as you see, look at him just driving the forearm into the back of the neck of Austin Aries as Jimmy Rave makes his way in, clubbing blows to the midsection. And the monster Abyss looking on the outside. Nana, money well spent here, looks like, with Abyss in the corner. Trying to take out Generation Next once and for all.
Applies the body scissors, making it hard for Aries to breathe here. Which was right here in Dayton that Jimmy Rave was able to score a victory against AJ Styles with that air freshener. And back at the homecoming, Jimmy Rave able to defeat AJ Styles with interference, hit that Rave clash. But no doubt about it, AJ Styles will be back for more revenge on Jimmy Rave down the road. As we got Abyss back in the ring once again.
Yeah, you just gotta marvel at the size of this guy. I mean, he is just enormous. Austin Aries just dwarfed in the corner by Abyss.
A definite strong addition to the Embassy. Prince Nana has selected well in choosing Abyss. But Austin Aries firing back on the big man.
Backing him up out of the corner. Surprising to see Abyss backed up there by Aries with those chops.
He was trying to inch his way toward his corner, but Abyss just shoves him toward the ropes and unleashes with those open hand strikes to the chest.
Just that one giant clubbing blow across the chest of Aries, enough to knock him to the floor.
Just standing on the man, and look at Alex Shelley just taunting Austin Aries.
Roderick Strong making his way out of the corner, trying to get Abyss off of Austin Aries, who's in a bad way here.
Prince Nana has spent big money on Abyss to ensure that he gets what he wants here in Ring of Honor. And Abyss is all fired up.
Charges in the corner and just crushes Austin Aries. Nowhere for Aries to go.
Now Aries needs to tag out right now. This match is in jeopardy, and in comes Alex Shelley once again. Just stepping over Aries. What an insult. Forearms Matt Sydal to the floor and just brings Roderick Strong into the ring, tying up the referee. And pulling Aries back into the corner of the Embassy.
For a snap suplex here, he hits it. Another cover, but Sinclair tied up in the corner by Sydal and Strong, unable to even make a count.
Just driving the knee down into Aries.
Aries has got to find a way to make his way to the corner and get a tag, get one of the fresh guys in here. Matt Sydal or Roderick Strong on the outside. And all three of these men in the Embassy are just going to work now.
It's all on the line for Matt Sydal in this matchup. He needs to prove to Austin Aries and Roderick Strong just what he's capable of, and that he could be an excellent addition to Generation Next.
Strong again breaks up the count. Sydal knows if they don't win this match, his chance of being the newest member of Generation Next goes out the window.
And Prince Nana better worry about Daisy Hayes in the corner of Matt Sydal and Generation Next, especially with that loaded flower.
Loaded?
That's what I heard. That's word on the street. I don't know if it's true. I mean, thankfully she's not as diabolical as Alex Shelley and Prince Nana, and hopefully she won't use it on anybody. But I wouldn't put it past the Hayes.
Austin Aries right there, just inches away from the corner, trying to make the tag. And Jimmy Rave able to drag him back to his part of town.
Shelley tags back in.
Look at Nana on the outside with that flag. The Ghana flag as Alex Shelley just plants a boot to the face of the former world champ.
There you go, up high, there you go.
Basically saluting that flag and taking the attention of the officials. Now it's Nana choking away.
Trying to choke the life out of Austin Aries.
Alex Shelley has waged war all year against Generation Next, most notably with great matches at Manhattan Mayhem against Austin Aries, great title matchup, of course the final showdown, and New Frontiers against Roderick Strong as well. Trying to fight his way to his corner, Austin Aries, the victim of the bear hug here, as Alex Shelley tries to keep him in place.
Sinclair checking on Aries there, seeing if he wants to give it up as Aries fires a forearm shot to the back, trying to rally the troops here, looking to get the crowd behind him.
Can he make the tag? He's so close. Elbow to the side of the head of Shelley. Reaching, Roderick Strong within his grasp, and he makes the tag, but the referee tied up with Jimmy Rave didn't see the tag, and he's not going to allow it.
Sound strategy there, and there's, oh, look at this. Jimmy Rave, no tag whatsoever. Todd Sinclair tied up in the corner with Roderick Strong, who did make the tag. Todd Sinclair did not see it and did not allow the tag.
And of course, they're claiming that they made the tag, but there was no tag. Typical of the Embassy right here.
Rave with the bear hug. Aries, all the strength looks like it's being sapped out of him here. He might be out right here. The arm goes down once. Make it twice. One more time, and this match is going to be over.
No, he's still got some fight left in him. Aries digging down for that extra burst of energy here. Needs to get to his corner. Sydal and Roderick both want in.
He has been isolated for quite a long time here. He has got to find a way to make it to the corner and tag out, or he is going to be easy pickings for the Embassy. Slapping his hands together, trying to get out of the bear hug. Finally forces Rave to break the hold, but can he make it to the corner? Rave goes for the big boot, and there's the tag.
Roderick
second, and another chop to the chest of Jimmy Rave.
Series of backbreakers for Shelley and just making Jimmy Rave a human chopping block. And now he's got Abyss. Oh, trying to get the big man up. Big release German suplex from Abyss. In comes Sydal.
Firing away with boots and left hands. Double team maneuver here. Send the big man off. Double elbow.
And he's got both of them by the throat. Here comes Roderick from behind. Going for the German, can't take him over. How can they do it? Three men working together was finally able to take Abyss down. And a big boot from Roderick sends him to the floor.
Drop toe hold by Sydal.
Standing moonsault. Beautiful.
Todd Sinclair ordering him out of the ring, not the legal man. This thing's starting to break down here.
Austin Aries. Heat-seeking missile to the floor. Keep your eye on that side out. That side out, putting it all on the line for a spot in Generation Next.
Picture perfect moonsault to the floor. And
Half Nelson backbreaker, no.
Spear! Jimmy Rave with a spear to the midsection of Roderick Strong.
Oh no, he might be looking for the Rave clash. The Styles clash.
But Aries off the ropes with a clothesline. 2.5.
So close right there. Rave back to his feet.
Can't go for the half Nelson backbreaker. There it is. Tag to Aries.
Aries up top. And that's three. That Sydal has earned a spot in Generation Next as they come up with the big victory against the Embassy. Intermission in Dayton, Ohio. What a first half we saw. We still have a big second half of tonight's card. Will someone finally take the belt off of the waist of CM Punk before he leaves Ring of Honor? We'll find out. But right now, I'm joined by two students from the second class of the ROH Wrestling School. And what I want to know is, what does it feel like for the...
Oh my God, what is going on here, huh? A bit more! Come get some more, huh? You want some more? Get them out of here! Ridiculous, huh? One thing for sure, the embassy forever, huh? Alex Shelley, the Clown Jew, Jimmy Rave, Generation Next, we showed you exactly what it's all about. And from here on, the embassy will prove why we are the top faction in professional wrestling and in ROH.
Generation Next, it looks to me like I'm the top, not climbing up an uphill battle anymore. Playing fields are a little bit more even. You gentlemen learned a hard lesson tonight, and it's that everything comes full circle. Looks like the odds have just gotten a little more even.
Embassy forever. Let's go have some steak.
The Embassy wreaking havoc here in ROH. Big second half still to come.